Hey guys, welcome back to the Minifest channel. I got top 16 at the UK Open with Fiendsmith, Kashtira, Yubel. So I thought I'd just do a deck profile real quick. Yeah, I'll just get straight into it with my main deck. I played 3 Lotus. This is mandatory. Starts off the whole Yubel engine. And we also played the 1-for-1 as a 4th copy of Lotus. This also floats into other good bodies in the deck. Like you can float into Grave Squirmer, which we played as a 2 of. And it can also go into Lurry, so it lets you access your Fiendsmith engine as well. So 1-for-1 was really good for me on the day. Then we played minimal of the big ones. We played 2 Spirit, 1 Yubel, 1 Terra Incarnate. The 3rd form is not needed. Technically, this is cuttable. I sided this out a lot, games 2 and 3. But it's just nice to have for Nightmare Throne. But this can be cut very easily. But these are mandatory, for sure. They played the 1 Nightmare Pain, the 2nd one's not really needed. With Fiendsmith and everything, this isn't your win condition anymore. And we obviously played the 3 Nightmare Throne, because this is the best starter card in the deck, because it's a starter, it's an extender, it makes a free Phantom if you already have everything. Like, this card's just insane. And it lets you play around draw very easily. And obviously we had to play the extra copy of it, which is Terraforming. And this also lets you access your Kashtira engine. So this is nice. For the Sacred Beast engine, we played the 3-dot Beckoning Beast and the limited opening. We decided to cut the Chaos Summoning Beast because it's just not worth running since we only have 1 continuous spell now. So we just played the 3 Beast and the 1-off opening. And if we draw this, like, it's not the end of the world. Fiendsmith package, we pretty much maxed out on, other than tracked. We played the 3 Engraver, the Lacrima. This makes your Fiendsmith line so much better. And obviously the 1 tracked and Lurry. I mean, this engine is just insane. Obviously, this engine is weak into Furos, but we're playing cards to counter Furos. I don't believe that you should make your deck significantly weaker in order to play around Furos, personally. The Unchained cards, we played the Sharvara and Escape. A lot of people are playing Chamber instead. Is a 50-50 on which one you should play. I like Escape because it's layered interruption, and this is better into cards like Evenly, and I like that a lot. Whereas Chamber is weak into Evenly, so I don't know. They both have their merits. I like this better personally. Kashtira cards, we played 2 Unicorn, 1 Fenrir, Birth, Wraithsoft, and Set Rotation. This card was insane all day, lets you access either field spell. And you can also use it as interruption against decks like Fire King, so it was kind of funny. The attack boost on this card actually came up a few times. Like it once made my Phantom big enough to walk over a monster to attack for a game with my overcards. This card is just cracked. Just removing cards out the grave. Removing extra deck monsters is insane. Most of my games I was searching Unicorn over Fenrir anyway, but this was always nice to see. And then we moved into our non-engine cards. We played free Ash Blossom. This is just generically good into most decks, and it counters Full Loss. We played free Droll. This was good into most of the good decks in the room. It was good into the Azamina decks, Fire King, Yubel decks, and yeah. And if you get Full Lost, you can Droll yourself and still combo. We played free Imperm because I didn't really want to play any low impact hand traps that lost to like Talents and Thrust. Like if I'm going to resolve a hand trap, I want it to do a lot if it's going to play into Talents and Thrust. Like the only one that is weak into Talents and Thrust in my deck is Ash, but that's kind of necessary at the moment. But yeah, we obviously played it. And then obviously the best hand trap in the format right now, Full Loss. This card is obviously insane all day. I think it's worth playing in the main deck. I know some people are siding it, but I think it's good enough to main. Because your turn 1 boards are so oppressive anyway, so... Our side deck, before we get to extra deck, we played the free Cosmic Cyclone. This didn't really come up much. It was fine because I played against Race a lot, so it was okay for sniping around the back row, but maybe Lightning Storm and Duster would have been better instead. I didn't face any Fire King Azamina. I played against Pure and Rescue Ace Azamina more than Fire King, so that might be why this felt kind of mid all day. But yeah, this wasn't very good the whole tournament. We played free Talents. Was okay, like siding it in, going first. If you get hand trapped, you can hand rip your opponent and then set up an Unbreakable Ward, or it's good going second into some decks like Voiceless. But yeah, it was alright. Like these were definitely the weakest cards in my side deck, but it was alright. We played the free Perulias. Drawing more cards is nice, going second. We played free Floodgates for going first. Rivalry beats most the Azamina piles. Skill Drain is good against pretty much anything, and Anti-Smells is pretty much good against everything. And our last 3 spots was the Mannequin Cat stuff. This allows you to beat Shifter, because if you get Shifter, you go Beckoning Beast into this. Target Shifter, summon Chaos Hunter, and then you 4 combo. Red Resonator, the only game I resolved this, I lost, but that's because I was being stupid all game. So, it is what it is. Well, not all game, but during that turn I was being very stupid. We have our extra deck now. We played the Moon to access the Fiendsmith package, the Requiem sequence. So these were the Fiendsmith links. I mean, yeah, do I need to explain more? These cards are insane. We're going to go through the links and then we'll get to the fusions in a bit. We played 2 Yamas. Some people are playing Underworld Goddess instead of the second Yama. If you're playing Escape, the second Yama is mandatory because it allows you to get easy access into Caesar and Varudras, and set up Yama Engrave for your opponent's turn so that you can go Escape Pop your Rage and a monster or card and then float into Rage again. So the second one's necessary if you're playing Escape. If you're playing Chamber, you can cut the second Yama. Obviously Rage. SP Little Knight. Do I need to explain? Cards, the best link 2 in the game. Muckraker. This was great for extending your plays past multiple hand traps. This was insane all day. We played 2 Phantoms. 3 Phantoms came up sometimes, but not worth cutting any of the other cards in the extra deck. Necroquit, this probably came up the least in the deck. Like, it was cool to get the extra 6 for Caesar, but this is very cuttable. We played Aerial Eater. Most games where we would get drolled, we'd go Aerial Eater, pitch Shalvara, set Escape, and then make Yama and add back from grave to combo. We played a Daizare. I didn't make this very often. I'd usually make Aerial Eater, but the games that made this, it was obviously cracked. Also, my voiceless opponent went Maximus, send 2 from extra deck. So sending this from extra deck when I had my Light Fiends in there was pretty funny. So I sent this and Yama, so that was cool, I guess. Obviously, you played High King Caesar. This card is busted. And the last card was Rudrous. Omni-Negate. It's pretty good. But yeah, the deck honestly felt insane all day. It felt like it could push through a million hand traps, break through impossible to beat boards, because everyone was cutting their like big combo pieces for impulses. Like, everyone was off of Fiendsmith stuff and playing impulses instead. So it just made like having access to big combos so much better. So you could like break apart boards easily. Like, my 2 losses was one loss was due to me I was on 12,000 life due to red resonator combos, and then on my opponent's turn he goes summon Ritual Beast, banish. I go Fenrir, banish face down. Here's a normal summon, which was fine. But then he goes Talents, and that's where I messed up, because I went Escape, destroy my Rage and my Phantom, so he couldn't take anything impactful. But what I should have done was gone Escape, pop my Rage and his Talents. Even if he took Phantom, it didn't matter. But this allows me to keep my Phantom, and then I can bring back Rage and add back something meaningful, and then yeah, and then he would have no way to beat me in that turn because I'd have Phantom still. And my other loss was to Voiceless, because game 1 I break and have no way to beat his combo. Game 2 he can't beat my combo. Game 3 I Perulia him. I get like 2 draws. He sets up Skull Guardian, Ceravis, and has Veiler, Ash, Imperm, Ogre. I push through everything except the Ogre, which was unfortunate because I could beat the whole board plus 3 hand traps, but the 4th hand trap was too much to deal with, especially since it was Ogre. All I needed was for my Nightmare Pain to resolve, and that's why I baited so many things, just to get it to resolve so that I can attack twice into Skull Guardian. But he had the Ogre anyway, so it didn't matter. So I ended up losing that match, which was unfortunate, but it is what it is. We can't beat full Voiceless combo plus 4 hand traps, I guess. But the deck felt insane all day either way. But yeah, that's the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.